Hey, what is up guys? Today we're going to be checking out the Realme AirBuds 2. Now this is the version 2, which means there is a version 1, and this is a fairly big upgrade from the previous one in terms of some of the aesthetics as well as the audio input and output quality. The design of these are actually very similar to the AirPods from Apple. One of the main differences are that this has like a silver cylinder on the side, and it has this very unique aesthetic going for it. And what's also interesting about these is that they do have the earbuds that are detachable, and they come in a pack that comes with large, medium, and small. So you do have various different options based on the size of your ears. In terms of comfort, I was able to wear these for about 3 to 4 hours, give or take, before I felt that my ear started getting irritated. And then when it was irritated, all I did was just pull it out, rub my ear a little bit, gave it like a little 2-minute break, popped them back in, and I was able to continue listening. Now in terms of the case, this is the white one that has a glossy finish, very unique, a little bit on the slippery side, so be careful with these. If you do have fairly dry hands, it could kind of slip out of your hands, so just a fair warning on that. If you get these out, we don't want them to break on day one. And then in terms of the build quality of the case, this is a fairly good quality case. It doesn't feel bulletproof, feels a little bit on the fragile side, maybe because of its weight. I'm typically used to heavier earbuds, maybe like the Pixel Buds or the Samsung ones, as well as the Apple AirPods. And because of the lightweightness, it gives this like kind of, I don't want to say cheap, but like a very fragile feeling to the case. But the earbuds themselves, that's mainly what you're going to be having on your ear, and these do feel good quality, lightweight. As I said earlier, I'm a big fan of the aesthetics, and the aesthetics of these buds come in 2 different options. You're going to have the white one as well as the dark one. The way these buds actually charge is through the case, and it's going to come in this tiny yellow USB to USB-C cable, and all you do is you plug it into the bottom of the case, and then you plug this into some sort of power source, maybe your laptop, maybe into a block that plugs into the wall, and you begin charging. And speaking of the charge time, the amount of battery life you're gonna get in these is 25 hours on a full charge from the case. And the earbuds themselves, they last about 5 hours, give or take, with no active noise canceling. And then with active noise canceling on, it's somewhere between 3 to 4 hours, give or take. And then they do have this rapid charging mode where if you plug the buds into the case and you leave them in there for about 10 minutes, it's gonna give you 2 hours of charge time. So that's gonna be like really nice if your buds are dead and you just need to quickly plug them in. You're back rolling again for a long period of time in just 10 minutes. Really cool stuff. Love the quick charging features here. Active noise canceling on these buds is amazing. I've already tested them out throughout the day, and all you do is you plug them in, and by default, the way to use the active noise canceling is by holding the 2 buds at the same time for 2 seconds. And then when you hold them, you're gonna hear a voice saying that it got activated or deactivated. And then when they are activated, I would say it cuts out about 80 to 90% of the outside sound. You can still hear some of the surrounding sounds, but it's gonna be more muffled. And then I found that if you actually turn up some music, it's practically gonna be gone because the music fills the remainder of the void with the active noise canceling feature. Now something cool with these earbuds is that they do have an app that you can pair this up with. It's called the Realme Link, and they make various different products that you can sync to your phone with, but these earbuds are one of the products. And as you can see on my screen here, there's quite a decent amount of settings here. You can see the percentage of each earbud, and all of mine are at 100% right now, and you can see that my case is at 70%. Now, you also have these noise control ones, which you can control by either using the earbuds or on the fly here. I just switched it to normal mode, and now there's no active or transparency mode. I'm gonna switch it back to transparency just so I feel like I'm not talking as loud, which kind of is giving that effect that I am talking a little quietly, and that just goes to show how good the active noise canceling is. Now sound effects, they don't have much options in terms of presets. They have balanced, bass, and bright. Bass, as you can guess, is bass boost. It's gonna up the bass on all of your music, so it's gonna sound more deep. And the brights are gonna make it sound more tinny. And I found that both of them weren't obnoxious with my experience listening to music. I tried some hip hop type music, rocky stuff, regular piano, violin-y stuff, and it performed well on all of them. Overall, you're not gonna be disappointed with these earbuds in terms of the sound quality, at least that's my personal opinion. And then they have this volume enhancer, which if you check it, it's gonna make everything louder, which I don't really recommend you do because it's gonna make everything sound a little more digitalized, even though these are digital earbuds. They're connecting via Bluetooth rather than an analog system like a headphone jack. But I wouldn't really recommend that. I would suggest just keeping it on the low, keeping it off, and just bumping up your volume on the earbuds or your phone. And then modes down here, this is game mode, and all this does is decrease the latency of the sound traveling between your phone to the earbuds. And I believe it says on the box it's 88 super low latency, which I believe the default is like 120 or 110, something like that. So it's probably going to give you about 30% more in sync audio with what's going on in your phone than if you didn't have game mode on. But when you do have game mode enabled, it is gonna kill the battery of these faster, so I wouldn't recommend you use them if you're trying to keep them alive for a long period of time. And then they have some of these standard features like in-ear detection, which if you take them out, your music's gonna pause, and if you put them back in, they're gonna start playing again. Auto answer just means if you put on your earbuds, it's gonna automatically answer calls when you put them inside of your ear. I don't really recommend that. I think you could just do it on your phone, then plug it in, and then it should be good. Now there are touch control settings that you can adjust in the app, and some of the things I personally like to do, this is for me personally, you don't have to do this, but for my left earbud, I want that to be voice assist, which they have an option right here. So if I hold it, I can say, you know, take me to, I don't know, a gas station. Text so-and-so this message. That's nice that you can do that just by holding your left earbud. And what I like to do is on the right earbud, I want to do switch noise control modes. So instead of using 2 fingers to activate and inactivate the active noise canceling, I'd rather just do it by holding my right ear rather than both ears. So I find that a little more comfortable rather than dropping everything I have and then holding my 2 fingers on my earbuds and then toggling between the active noise canceling. Now they do have another product called the Realme Buds Air 2 Neo. This one is gonna be similar to this one in a few ways, but obviously different. Mainly differences are the aesthetics. And another difference is that this thing is optimized more for doing calls and more specifically canceling the noise out of your calls. So it has like some microphone noise canceling features that this one does not. So if you want to see the review on the Neo versions, be sure to click the link down in the description, and then I'm also going to be doing a comparison as well. That'll be linked down below. And with all that being said, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.